Hey Math Explorers! Welcome to another exciting journey into the world of numbers. Ready to crack the code of decimals with Nair, sir? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating realm of decimals, where numbers get even more interesting. First up, let's break it down. Decimals might seem tricky at first, but once you understand the basics, they're a piece of cake. A decimal number has a whole part and a fractional part, separated by a decimal point. Like this, 45.6. The decimal point is like a bridge connecting the two parts. Here, 45 is the whole number, and 6 is the decimal part. The whole number is everything to the left of the decimal point, and the fractional part is everything to the right. Simple, right? Now let's talk place values. Imagine 327.456. Each digit in a decimal number has a specific place value, which determines its value. Place values are crucial in understanding decimals. They help us know the worth of each digit in a number. Each digit has a place. Hundreds, tens, ones, then tenths, hundredths, and thousands. So 327.456 is really just 3 times 100, plus 2 times 10, plus 7 times 1, plus 4 times 0.1, comma, plus 5 times 0.01, comma, and 6 times 0.001. Understanding place values makes it easier to read, write, and compare decimal numbers. It's like knowing the value of each piece in a puzzle. Decimals come in different flavors. Let's explore the types of decimals you'll encounter. Terminating decimals have an end, like 4.75. These decimals stop after a certain number of digits. Non-terminating repeating decimals go on forever, but with a pattern like 0.6666 or 0.6 repeating. These decimals have a sequence of digits that repeat infinitely. Then, we have non-terminating, non-repeating decimals, like the famous pi, which just keeps going. These decimals never end and don't have a repeating pattern. When comparing decimals, start with the whole numbers. If those are the same, look at the decimal places. It's like comparing the height of two buildings starting from the ground up. If the whole numbers are the same, compare the digits in the tenths place, then the hundredths place, and so on. This way, you can determine which decimal is larger or smaller. For example, 3.25 is less than 3.257 because 3.257 has more in the thousandths place. It's like comparing two amounts of money down to the last cent. Want to convert? Decimals to fractions is easy. Just write it out and simplify. 0.75 becomes 3/4. Converting between decimals and fractions helps in understanding the relationship between the two. To convert a decimal to a fraction, write the decimal number as the numerator and 1 as the denominator. Then, multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 10 for each digit after the decimal point. Simplify the fraction if possible. For fractions to decimals, divide the top by the bottom. This method works for any fraction and helps in understanding how fractions and decimals are interconnected. 7 divided by 8 gives you 0.875. This shows how a fraction can be expressed as a decimal. Adding and subtracting. Align those decimal points first. This ensures that you're adding or subtracting the correct place values. When adding or subtracting decimals, it's important to line up the decimal points. This way, you're working with the same place values, making the calculation accurate. Multiply decimals by ignoring the point, then place it back in the result. This method simplifies the multiplication process, and for division, just move the decimal point to make it easier. This technique helps in handling decimal division more effectively. Got it? Great! This is Nair Sir signing off. Remember, practice makes perfect. Stay curious and keep exploring those decimals. See you next time. Keep practicing and you'll master decimals in no time. Remember, math is all about exploration and discovery. Keep up the great work and continue to challenge yourself. Until next time, happy learning.